Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My God, it seems like it's been so long since I have played ATS, man. It really does. God, it has to be like probably over a month since I've played this game. What a shame, because this is absolutely one of my favorite games. I've just been so busy with the Microsoft Flight Sim and the NASCAR and whew, all that, man. So it feels good to get back in here. So we're going to be doing a job today. We're still in Salem. We had to go back to Salem because every time the game updates, you have to fast travel somewhere. Unfortunately, that's one of the things about the game that I don't like too much, but it's fine. So we are back in Salem, and I think we can get a job here. Let's do that. I think we can get a job where we're at here. Hold on. Let's get our air pressure up here. Take that off. So we are in our owner-operator series. So we are in our Kenworth cab over here. Are there jobs here? No, I don't think there is. Let's upgrade the truck. Has to buy a truck. Okay, so hold on. Let me find a job, and we'll get back at it. All right. So considering we have our trailer, we're going to do an external contract, which we don't do too often here, but I kind of want to do more of those. We're going to be taking mooring buoys up into Washington, so that's actually pretty interesting. I don't think we've ever had mooring buoys before. Okay, that's all good to go. So hopefully the game will run good. Oh gosh, hold on, I have to change something here. Okay, the audio is a little high for the truck, so I hope that's better. I need to turn it down in my headset a little bit here. We had to turn there. Gosh, okay. Set my audio, make sure that's all right for you guys, and I totally wasn't paying attention. All right, so unfortunately, even though I've been away from this game for like a month, there's still actually no news for the console version. I mean, they came out with the one thing that they said they're not ready yet. It won't be this year, and that's it. So hopefully it won't be too much more into the new year, but you know, I feel like I'm not in a position to really say. I mean, personally, I say let them take time and get it right for consoles. But then I know people are going to say, well, that's easier for you to say because you have a PC and you're playing it on PC and you can play the game. You know, for those on console that don't have the game, they don't have a PC and they can't play it. You know, I totally understand where you're coming from. But I also want the game to do well on console, and I want people to enjoy it, and I want them to be able to release it in a really good state, you know, where it's not full of bugs or there's going to be issues. So, you know, yeah. But again, like I said, I totally agree with you guys. You know I'll get at least probably one or two people to say, well, you know, you're already playing the game, so of course you don't care if it is delayed. Which, in all honesty, I wish they would have held off on the announcement. I don't like it when any developer announces their game so early before, you know, it's really ready. But then again, like I've said, as long as it's months, so I feel like 6 months is a decent amount of time. So that may be the case. And I also know that people are going to say, well, the game's been out for how long? They've had all this time to work on it. They were working on it for the last gen. I get that. But again, I would much prefer a developer take their time and get it right than rush it out and have to do, update after update after update on it. That's just my opinion. I know that other people will say release it and patch it. And, it's funny because you can't keep everybody happy. With as many people that'll say release it and just patch it, then you'll have people that are complaining when the game comes out going, why did you release the game? All you care about is money. It's a cash grab. You should have developed the game longer. You should have delayed it. You should have released it in a better state. I'm seeing that with the NASCAR 25 game. Like, I am absolutely loving that game. All right. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am thoroughly enjoying it. But there's people out there that are saying, oh, the game wasn't ready, and it's missing some features. It is. It's not perfect. But God damn it, it's fun. And I do feel like a lot of the people that are complaining are the ones that were either under the impression that it was going to be more like iRacing, or they're the ones that really wanted the iRacing experience on console, and they really never, they said that it wasn't going to be. They said that it wasn't going to be a hardcore sim like iRacing. It was going to be something in between, and it's totally what it is. The hardcore sim racers, they don't like it because it's too easy and there's not enough. The arcade racers, they don't like it because it's too hard and it's too sim. So I feel like it's right down the middle, and I think that's what they were aiming for, and I think they nailed it. But we're not in that game, are we? We are in American Truck Simulator. Like I said, I did miss this game. So to keep the face cam up, and you know what? I kind of want to make that smaller. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I think that's better. If I take the background out, then it doesn't show all of the wheel, and there's like pieces missing. Green flag. Wait a minute. Do I have to go in here? Let me just. Yep. Okay. All right. This is. Wow, we've had to go through 3 gates. Come on, open for me. Come on. Hello? Come on. Is this not where I have to go? Maybe it's the next one? Hmm. Maybe it's here. Yeah, so I get the face cam. I am playing in 1080p, which I don't care for because it just doesn't look good to me, but trailer damage. Okay, I see where I have to go. Okay. Here. So good thing we got this cab over. Okay, I don't need that on now. Just do that there. Okay. We'll have a nice long run here to get this right. At this point, I just want to get it over here. I think we're going to get this. Let's turn it a little bit more here. Why would I skip it? I'm doing fine. Like, get away from me. No. Okay. We were doing fine until we weren't. There we go. All right. Put on the brake and shut off the engine. There we go. So they are going to put more animations into it for the loading, I would imagine. Oh, wow. Oh, those are really cool. Okay, yeah, we've definitely never done anything like this. I wonder how heavy these things are. Okay. Let's get back in the truck and start her up. Okay, let's get the wheel turned back around here. All right. Let's be on our way. All right, we gotta go out this way. That's a pretty cool looking cargo right there, not gonna lie. All right, so I need to zoom that in. What happened here? Perfect. There we go. All right, so we're taking these up into Washington. Which is perfect. We're having a hard time getting out of this part of the country. Mostly because I forget where I am. Because like I said, I need to do this more often. We're going to start getting more in a groove, I promise. There's just, there's a lot coming out. I need to figure out how to balance like the flight sim stuff with this. And then I have a second channel. If you guys didn't know, if you guys at all are interested in any kind of racing content, all of my racing content is going to be over there, which is pretty cool. I got the NASCAR 25 series going on over there. I'm going to be getting Project Motor Racing, and it looks like I'm going to be getting early access to it because I'm a Giants partner. They're going to give all of the partners a copy of the game, which is a little strange. I feel like they're really kind of going at it with this game, because when it comes to Giants, they don't give us anything. Like they hardly give us anything. You have to be like the top tier to get anything from them. So the fact that they're giving all of their content creators, all of their partners, access to it early, is kind of crazy, but they are. So now our first look at that will be on this channel. I'm probably going to upload it to both channels just because this is still a sim channel. And even though I know I said all my serious racing stuff is going to go over on that channel, I still want like the new games. I'm going to showcase them on this channel here because they get more views. And I'm pretty sure people will be interested in seeing Project Motor Racing when it comes out. Like I said, I need to get you all to subscribe to that second channel though. So I'll leave a link to my second channel down below in the description of this video here. So yeah, so far so good, man. 60 FPS. I got the face cam up. Seems to be running fairly smooth. Don't have a lot of traffic. I'm wondering what's going on with that. I'm almost positive I have a traffic mod on this. Gosh, I missed playing this game. I really did, you know? Also, by the time you guys are watching this, I will have upgraded my internet as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. So it won't really benefit you guys too much. As a content creator, it'll benefit me more. Although streams should be better. Like I'm getting like pretty much top tier quality internet for my area anyway. So I will be able to download games a lot quicker. I'll be able to upload my content a lot quicker. So I'm pretty excited about that, especially when some of my content takes sometimes 2 or 3 hours to upload on YouTube. It's ridiculous. So hopefully this will remedy that. I have to get over. Come on, Mr. White Car. All right. So yeah, man, I'm excited to be gaming, man. I really am. I'm just loving what's going on right now. It's weird because the AAA stuff is just taking so long to come out. And honestly, there's nothing that's been announced that really has excited me, other than like GTA 6, which, you know, I don't know of too many people that aren't excited about GTA 6. I mean, there may be a few. I know a lot of you guys that are like hardcore into the flight sim, into the trucks and buses and stuff, that like these are the only games you play. Very committed you guys are, let's just say, which is cool. But yeah, like for those of us that like sims, like trucking sims and the flight sims and buses, it's just crazy. The bus is coming to consoles. What, first quarter of 26? They said. Oh gosh, let's slow it down. Looks like our exit's coming up here. This is only a 3-hour trip, so not that long. But yeah, when the bus comes out of early access on PC, it's apparently is going to go to PS5 and Xbox Series S and X the same day. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to be on console. Really interested. Because up until now, we've never had TML actually do the developing for the console version of the game. It was Aerosoft, and they had Zero Games do all of it. So this will be the first time that TML has actually, you know, put their game on console. So I hope it's better than Fernbus. I really do. You know, I'm not too optimistic about it because I know how the game runs on PC, and you have to have a pretty beefy PC to run the game well. So I don't know. I got a feeling it's probably going to run similar to Fernbus. I really hope not, but well, I will have to wait and see. So yeah, as you can tell, it's funny because for a while I was doing more PC content. Basically because console, there just wasn't a lot of content to really do on console. But it looks like it's coming back around. I mean, geez, we got Microsoft Flight Sim, we got ATS 2 and ATS coming to console. That'll be, you know, I'll have that on the channel. The bus is coming to console. I'll have that on the channel. You know, then we have on my second channel, we have NASCAR 25, which is on PS5. We have Project Motor Racing, which is on PS5. So, yeah, we're definitely getting back into the console stuff. Basically because my PC can't run a lot of those games. Eventually, when I do upgrade my PC, I'm not gonna make any promises to you guys. Like, I love being a console guy, but honestly, just the way things are going with consoles and stuff, I just don't know. You know, I mean, with Xbox talking about like a $1,500 console possibly as their next console, I feel like Sony is going to have to do something to combat that. But also, the new Xbox is going to be they're going to do away with the pay to play online. So, I mean, Sony is going to have to do something, man. They're going to have to do something because that's one of the things that's really starting to turn me off to Sony and consoles in general. You know, like, I can get on PC and the games are cheaper and I can play online for free. I don't have to have a subscription. So, you know, you get to thinking, like, PC can do a lot more than console can do. You know, maybe it is worth it to buy a better one. I don't know. But also, I feel like my channel wouldn't be blowing up as much if it wasn't for console. Like, my channel wouldn't be blowing up like it is if I was playing Microsoft Flight Sim on my PC, because there's a million content creators that are playing that game, you know, that you can watch, that are a lot better at it than me. You know, so people are watching my content because they want to see the game on PS5. So for that, you know, I can't really say anything bad about consoles. It's just like these games here, ATS and TS2. I don't get like great views on these videos, but I guarantee if I put on their, you know, PS5 gameplay, I would get a lot of views on that. And once it comes out for the PS5, you know, I'll get a lot of views on those videos, which I totally get. You know, this game's been around for a long time. There's a ton of content creators on, you know, YouTube that play the game. So it's hard to get your footing. But not so much when it comes to console because, you know, we don't have it. We're still waiting for the update to heavy cargo. we're still waiting to the update to on the road, that the graphics update stuff. I don't know. You know, they hyped it up about what? It has to be 2 months now, right? Was that probably in August? I think they were hyping it up, and then they just went dead silent. You know, and unfortunately, that's what those developers do, and I think that's their biggest downfall. You know, they start hyping these things up, and people get excited, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you're going to update the game. You're going to make it look better. Awesome. When?" And they say soon, and then they say nothing more about it in like months, and you got people going, "What happened? I thought you guys, you guys said soon." I really wish these developers would stop saying soon, because soon is soon, right? I don't feel like soon should be 6 months away. That's not soon. That's a half a year. That's a long time. So many things can happen in your life in 6 months that it's not even funny. So yeah, developers, they really need to stop saying soon. I would say it's almost time to install maybe a fall weather mod for the game. But they just released the 1.57 beta for ATS 2. So we know that's coming. So that means all of those mods need to be updated. And they'll have to be all reinstalled again. And I gotta say, mods are fun. They really are. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're not. They can really change the game. You know, they can do stuff that the devs don't have in the game, and that's fine. But when they update the game, man, it's such a pain. It's such a pain in the ass. And it's funny because I've seen someone on Facebook kind of bitching about that. They're like, yeah, I wish ETS or ATS, they were talking about, they said, I wish they would stop updating the game so damn much, because every time they update the game, it kills the mods and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, the game, you know, the fact that they let you have mods is kind of just like icing on the cake. But they didn't build the game. They didn't develop the game with you using 100 mods in mind. So they're still developing their game. The fact that you're putting mods in it, that's just like an added little extra bonus. And you have to understand that they don't care about the mods. That's not that's not really their concern. If they did, then they would update the mods. But it's not. It's on the modder to do it. So, you know, yeah, telling them to stop updating the game because the mods, that's just silly, man. It's just silly. What are we doing? I thought that old boy was going to go. Kind of had me worried for a second there. We're almost at our destination. A roundabout. Get bent. No one likes roundabouts. No one. Wow, this was a nice, easy trip, man. Love it. Okay, where do we have to go in here? Hold on. Crap. Please. Uh-oh. Thank God. Okay. Everyone's gonna go around me. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Just let me go, bro. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wow, that even worked out oddly smoothly. Okay. 90. Where are we going to have to go with this? Look bad. Bet you it's going to be a lot worse than I think. Usually the problem with these is there's no room back here to turn around. Um, so wait a minute. You know, I wait. Ooh, wait, where are we going? I don't know if I like the looks of this. Where the hell am I going? All the way around the corner. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. This is when it would be cool. You know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's try something here. This is probably not going to work out well. Um, just take a zoom around here. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Okay. I have a plan of action. Let's see how many more times I can say okay. Sure it is. I knew that. So I'm gonna try to squeeze down there. I think we could do it. Oh, I think we could do it. Hmm. Come on, baby. I think we could do this. I mean, maybe not. Am I on something? Oh, yeah. Hmm. Okay. So the problem is, I need to figure out how to get down there and turn this thing around. Can I get down there? Okay. See, this is the thing. I was going to say, if you could walk around, it would be so helpful. Because if I wouldn't have got out of the truck like I did, how the hell would I have known that I had to do this? Now, if I could just sneak past this trailer here, which I think we can. Yes. Wow. They could not want this in a worse spot. Like, are you serious? Okay, so let's do this here. Okay. Um, boy, I don't know. Ooh. This is gonna be a tricky one, guys. This is gonna be a tricky one. So just Just kind of bear with me. I hate that it does that. So we're going to cheat a little bit here. You know I don't like backing up in this view. I really don't, but this is a tricky one. All right, so we have a ton of room on that side. I think we're good on this side. Now the only problem is, how the hell are we going to cut this around there? This is not going to be easy. So there's like a pivot point where you need to start turning that you're going to get the room to do it. You know, you can go to hell. I am not. Okay, no, we. You know, I know we're going over those pipes. It's fine. Or it's not fine. It's not fine. Crap. I swear to God. Okay, we're just stuck. We're just stuck. This was going good if it wasn't for these goddamn things. Okay, we're gonna have to skip it because I'm stuck. If I would have seen that, we would have avoided it, but oh well, it's not. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Wow, we did not get a lot of money for that all. Holy crap. All right, guys, so that's where we're going to end this one. Thank you so much for watching. I promise you guys we're going to get back into this game. We really are. I missed it too much, man. I had too much fun doing that. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.